This is my Alienware desktop, and I have Google Remote Chrome desktop set up on my desktop, and right now I can control it over here. I'll just grab the calculator and show you me moving it. But the problem is when I turn off my monitor, it stops working. So the reason why is because it's using the display port instead of HDMI port, and when you turn off the monitor, it doesn't know there's a active session or something. It doesn't know that there's a monitor it can use. If I was using HDMI instead, it would work fine even if the monitor is turned off. So let me turn this back on. I have to this TV, which is turned off right now. I have an HDMI hooked up there, and what do you call it? I'm gonna go ahead and go to the back of this and hook up the HDMI cable. It's a mess, but here's my HDMI cable, and I'm gonna plug it into one of the ports. I plugged it in. One thing you can do is, now it should detect both the display port as well as the HDMI. You can go into video settings. You can go in video settings and then adjust the screen resolution so it mirrors. But anyways, now that I have it hooked up to HDMI, let me bring out the calculator. I'm going to turn that off. Go back here for a second. It's going to do that. But then you can see it works now. So that's one solution. So you can hook it up to, if you have a HDMI cable, hook it up to an HDMI monitor. It doesn't have to be turned on. It just has to be hooked up to a monitor, I think. And the alternative is you can do a secondary virtual monitor. I haven't tried this method yet. I'll put it on my website. I think someone has done a video about this. So the only reason why I was hesitant to do this is if you do the virtual monitor, you might receive ads somehow. So anyways, that point being is if you create a virtual monitor, you can set up it to be active through this method. And so when you turn off the monitor and your display port turns off, it's no longer active, this secondary virtual monitor will be turned on. So yep, that was my problem with Google Remote Desktop recently. I just didn't know why it stopped working when I turned off the monitor. Over and out. Okay, remember, it's all because of the display port, I think.